Y'all, I'm stressed out. So now I hope when I flip the page, I can see who put that dagger through that boy's shin, because, like, I gotta know.
What is this? Jealousy, anxiety, insecurity?
All three, to which I will remind you that not a single dragon chose her. You were selected by two. Pull yourself together.
This metric is sound, but has little to do with what I'm feeling. But at one point, Satan chose her. I lean into the right bank as Taryn hugs the face of the mountain, continuing to climb.
And at one point, you thought gruel was a satisfactory meal until you grew some teeth and found the rest of the world's food waiting. Now cease this line of thinking. It does not serve to make you stronger.
Easy for him to say. Silence envelops me for the rest of the flight, and I breathe a little easier once we cross Navarre's wards. Then, guilt settles like a stone in my gut. We're safe behind our shields, but the drift we just armed won't sleep with the same certainty.
Be ready to go in the morning, or perhaps returning quickly will soften your inevitable punishment for leaving abruptly.
Because no one punishes dragons. I doubt it, but we can try. I lift my flight goggles as Taryn walks off the gale, their tails swishing in rhythm. It's a little thing, but it makes me smile. Satan approaches and winds his...
Good morning, everyone. So, as you can see, I'm starting my morning off with reading, of course. So when people ask me, like, how do you read so many books? Well, because I read all the time. But anyway, so I have been reading Iron Flame. I've been reading Iron Flame for like the last 4 days. And it's actually, to be honest, it's actually really good. I think it's like a phenomenal book. I loved Fourth Wing. No, I cannot tell you what Fourth Wing was about. I mean, I can, but I can't. Because like all the y'all, it's a lot. It's so many details into the book. I can't even explain to y'all what Fourth Wing was about. I really would have to go back to like my Goodreads review to read to y'all what Fourth Wing was about. But Fourth Wing was actually the first fantasy I have like ever really read as an adult. Usually when I was a kid, of course, everyone reads like Harry Potter growing up. So I used to read those in like elementary school, and that's only because I've just been a reader. I never was really into like the different types of genres. I would just like pick, if it looked like it was something I would read, I would literally just pick out the book. But as an adult, my first fantasy read has been Fourth Wing, because I've loved murders, mysteries, and thrillers and things like that since I can remember. So I have been reading this for like the last 4 days, and usually it doesn't take me long to read a physical book, but this particular book I have been reading like when I get home from work, because I can't really listen to this on audio while I'm at work, because to be honest, I really feel like books like this that have a lot of detail within the book, I mean like very essential details within the book, in order for it to make sense, you have to really be paying attention. And when I tried to listen to this at work, I had to keep stopping, going back, stopping, going back, stopping, answering phones, stopping, answering emails, or stopping, having a meeting or something like that, or someone's like knocking on my door. I have to stop the video, and then I totally forget exactly where I am. But I am actually 41% into the book. Today is Saturday, August 23rd. I think, yeah, today is August 23rd. So my goal today is actually to start reading this, as y'all saw. And then, so I'm actually on page 264. And I think that, so usually one of my tricks that helps me to actually read or stay productive in reading, I don't know if anyone else do this, you can let me know in the comments, but I have daily like when it comes to like big books like this, I have daily page goals. So for instance, today, I really want to try to finish this by Monday if I can. So between today and tomorrow, I am going to spend all day reading this, because I really want to start a fresh new book. I really want to start a fresh new book on Monday. I hate being on books this long, because sometimes it kind of feels like I'm reading too slow, even though you can read at your own pace. It's just for me, my personal reading goal, I just don't like staying on a book over like 4 days. I mean, so usually what I do is, if a book is, so this book is like 600, okay, this book is over 600 pages, so about 625 pages. So usually if I know a book is this big, it just depends on too how good the book is. Now the book is really good, it's just that I really have to concentrate when I read this. So I will put, if you can see here, probably can't see because they're little. So if you see here, I put tabs in the book before I actually start reading. So I divide it into like basically quadrants. So this day I'm gonna read this many pages, this day this many pages, this day this many pages, according to how many days I want to actually read the book. That actually helps me to stay accountable for me being productive in reading like every day. And that's just my personal goal. Like, I love to read big books, but I have to read them in a timely manner, or else I will literally DNF it. So because I'm really getting anxious. Like, not finishing a book, y'all, makes me really anxious. It's like, because I want to get to another book. So sometimes I end up like, okay, I'm gonna soft DNF this because I feel like I can't read it fast enough. And that's just pretty much like how I am like overall. So, but I really
As one of the soldiers wrenches his sword from the middle of Aya's chest, there's so much blood. It slides over her leathers as she clutches her ribs, and I watch in horror as she falls to her knees. Aya! I stumble to my feet, but I can't get to her with the barrel blazing between us. Pinching the edges of my daggers, I lunge forward, then hurl both at the assassin she hasn't slain, catching him in the chest. I spin to face the only one left, but there's no time to throw my daggers. He's used Aya's death to close the distance. He grabs a hold of my waist, locking down with a grip I can't dislodge as he marches 3 quick steps to the edge of the tower. No! I slice in his arms. I kick hard in his stomach. And he sputters, and with the next kick, he releases me. My momentum sends me flying backward. And my daggers scrape both sides of the turret's crenellations as I skid toward the edge, my feet kicking under me and finding nothing but air. Fast. It's happening too fast to do anything but react. Instinct takes over, and my hands slam wide against the side of the crenellations, releasing the daggers. Clawing for purchase, I sail backward. And slip right off. But the impact isn't enough to change the angle of my fall, and stone rushes up at my face for no longer than a heartbeat before my stomach collides with the edge of the turret. My weight drags me the rest of the way backward, and I dig in with my fingernails and hold as my lower half kicks against the crevices in the stonework beneath me, looking for a foothold. This can't be happening, but it is.
It's nothing personal.
The soldier crawls forward on a 3-foot deep wall. There has to be a foothold below. There just does. This isn't how I die. My feet search, and I can feel the ridges, but there's nothing substantial enough to support my weight.
It's just money.
He reaches for my hands. Oh gods, he's going to. No! Power floods my veins, but there's nothing to do with a strike this close. Just money. He lifts my hands from the stone. Zayden, Sigale, Taylor, this will kill us all. The soldier lets go. I slide, scraping my forearms raw as gravity drags me down, the top of the turret fading from view. But my fingers grab hold of the tiny lip at the edge and cling me. My heart lurches into my throat as my feet scramble. No foothold. Barely any handhold, and my shoulders start to wail as I dangle.
Just let go.
He crawls forward again.
It will be over before you.
His eyes bulge, and he grabs for his throat, and a dagger whose tip protrudes a few inches below his chin. Someone has shoved their knife in through his spine.
Everyone thinks most riders and cadets die from dragon fire. Truth be told, it's usually gravity that gets us. Page 47, the Book of Brennan.
Okay, y'all, that scene just stressed me out so bad. Like, oh my gosh. So I wanted y'all to hear literally just hear like a little clip. Y'all, that scene, that's all I wanted y'all to hear. That scene just stressed me out because Aya just died. She's like one of Violet's friends. So they basically was just attacked. Basically, someone, I'm pretty sure I already know who it is. I cannot stand Varish. Like, he's basically been nitpicking at her. He's been giving her consequences and punishments to basically kill her. So Violet has a signet And I guess she can like wield like her, I forgot what her power is, but she can like wield like storms and things with her power. So basically Varish knows that Violet knows about these like hidden secrets that is going on in the Misguided War College. So, and then I don't want to tell y'all, I don't want to like tell y'all the book, because if I like tell y'all everything from the book, then y'all wouldn't want to go read it, because I've given you like a synopsis. I've pretty much given you like everything that's not in the synopsis. So she's been pretty much like, she's had so many attempted assassinations just within the first like 280 pages. It is like ridiculous. It's like they don't want Violet to know what they know. So that's why they're trying to find, that's why they're really trying to kill her, so that she can't warn people about something called Venin. And Venin basically are people who are wielding their power through the Empyrean instead of being bonded to dragons. Which, of course, y'all know I researched it. Because I really wanted a better clarification other than from the book, like what is really going on. So basically, like Venin are riders who are bonded through the Empyrean. They're basically wielding their magic through the Empyrean instead of being bonded to dragons, which I researched that is something that's unnatural and very dangerous. So people like, so basically like these Venins are attacking like the villages. And now we're to the point where Violet has ended up telling her friends, because she's like, I can't keep lying to them. And she's been put in a position to actually tell her friends the truth about what's going on and what's happening. And now that she's told them what's happening, they're interested in like helping her to discover how to, I guess, create wards. And basically wards are like magical shields against attacks, which Mira is actually, I think that's Mira's, which is Violet's sister. I think that's her signet, is that she has the ability to create wards. But I think from the earlier parts of the book, she said that, I think from the earlier part of the book, she said that she's basically told Violet like she's not a professional at it. Like she can do it, but she's not like top tier, she's not like a top tier warder. So basically, now that her friends are involved, they're trying to find or figure out a way to create these, how in the beginning, the people that created Misguided War College, how they ended up creating these wards. So that's where they are now. And then I think all the people that are involved, we already know one person that's, I'm pretty sure Varish is involved, because he's been like, well, I don't know, because even though he's punishing her and giving her consequences for like misbehavior, sometimes the person you think is behind all the attacks may not even be behind the attacks. But the book is making it seem like he could be the one sending all these assassins to like kill Violet and her friends. So y'all, that little piece of it, which is, y'all, that little piece of it just, that stressed me out. I was like, oh my gosh, Naaya. Like, what? Like, and y'all, so if y'all see why I told y'all I love the graphic audio version, like you saw how dramatic it was. It made the scene so much more dramatic. Like, y'all, I'm stressed out. So now I hope when I flip the page, I can see who put that dagger through that boy's shin, because like, I gotta know.
It's Aya. It has to be. Maybe the wound isn't. Blonde hair and icy blue eyes appear above me, and my heart plummets with the assassin's body, Jack Barlo.
Sorry, now.
He lunges forward, grasping my wrists with an unbreakable grip. I'm so sorry. I tell Taryn and prepare myself for the weightless moment that will be my last.
I got you.
Jack holds my wrists tight as he throws himself backward.
Yeah.
I and hauls me up and over the edge. My ribs hit stone, and he lets one hand go. Then grabs my leathers and pulls, heaving me the rest of the way onto the tower wall. I scramble forward to safety. You saved me. I scurry backward, leaving my hands at my sides and close to my daggers.
I didn't know it was you, but yeah.
You could have let me fall, but you pulled me up. We both look up as Tam soars by. It would have been too late, and we both know it. The relief coursing through my body isn't just mine, it's his too.
Look, I was on the drone's watch for the first wing and ran when I heard the screams. Well, riders don't die at the hands of infantry.
I killed you. You have every right to throw me off the tower. I reach behind me one hand at a time and collect 2 of my daggers, sheathing them slowly, bracing myself for anything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so in Fourth Wing, Jack Barlo basically antagonized Violet the whole book. And then it got to a point where she ended up using her powers on him. And then it's like, okay, she used her powers on him, he died. Y'all, please tell me why he appears in this book. And I'm not trying to give y'all any spoilers, and I'm not gonna tell y'all how he reappeared in Iron Flame, but he's like reappeared in Iron Flame. I can't believe he just saved Violet. Like, when I tell y'all in Fourth Wing, they were at odds, they fought. I'm talking about he literally hated her, like with his entire being. He hated Violet, and I mean, he just would antagonize her like the entire book until she got tired of it, you know. And I'm just so shocked right now he saved her. And I really think he's trying to pretend like he didn't know it was her, but I really think he knew it was Violet. So, oh my gosh, y'all, so I am on page 334 and I am on part 2 of the book. So right now I'm getting ready to log into my Hoopla because I only use the credit for the first part. So when you get the graphic audio version of pretty much like any book that has a graphic audio version, you have to literally buy them in 2 separate parts. Why? I'm not really sure. Maybe it has something to do with like how big, I guess, like the file is, but they make you download them in like 2 different parts. So like the regular audio version that doesn't have all the graphics and animation, you can literally just get that one with 1 credit. But when they're the graphic audio version, you have to download those in 2 different parts. So if you're using Audible, you have to have 2 credits, obviously. And then if you're using like library apps like Hoopla and Libby, sometimes it just depends on the wait. But there was literally like a long wait for Iron Flame. And then when it finally was my turn to get the graphic audio version from Libby, they released the second one first, because I guess that was the one people was reading the quickest. And then I had to keep pushing it back to the next person because I hadn't read the first part of it. So I ended up just canceling my hold on Libby, period. I was like, I'm just going to cancel this, and I'm just going to use one of my credits to get the dramatization version on Hoopla. And then because that came on Hoopla, because that came open quicker than it did on Libby. So Hoopla released it to me like 2 weeks ago. On Hoopla, I think you get like 21 days to listen to it. So you get 21 days to listen to it. So I still have it until I think the 20, hold on, let me make sure. I think it was the 20, no, today, well, no. I have 2, y'all. I have 2 of them. So I'm gonna have to log out of this one and then log back into Hoopla with my other account. Okay, so yes, I have it until the 26th. So that means today is the 23rd. Today's the 23rd, so 4 or 5. So I should be finished by Monday. So I'm getting ready to play this one.
Graphic audio.
I absolutely love graphic audio version.
In your mind.
Now, what I am going to do, I am going to put this at 1.75 speed. So if y'all want to know like what speed I listen to most of my audiobooks is 1.75. Like, these things read super slow and my mind just does not process information that slow. So it'll be on 1.75 and I'm getting ready to start book 2. So the last update I think I was between 265 and 300. So a lot of things has transpired within the last 30 pages. And in a way, I'm kind of mad at Violet because it's like, so basically they have like this type of like potion where if you drink it, it causes you to not be able to connect with your dragon. So it kind of like distorts like the mental connection that you have with your dragon, because the writer and the dragon, they're able to communicate like mentally, like they can talk to each other without verbally saying anything. So I think she like went to the cafeteria to get something to eat or whatever, and then she noticed that, I guess when she got ready to drink, she noticed a familiar smell that what she smelled before the first time she went through tactical training. So I kept thinking in my mind, why would you drink it if the smell was familiar? But of course, it's like it. Of course, it has its place, so it's very significant. So she ends up being like tortured for like 4 or 5 days, and I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, and it was very vivid, very graphic. And I was like, no, okay. So then, so now they call in Dane, and if y'all read Fourth Wing, y'all know Dane is her childhood best friend, so they grew up together. So now she kind of sees Dane as like, you're a traitor, you like took my memories and things like that from the first book. And she kind of felt like, Dane, you're part of the reason why Liam was killed, which was like her friend from the first book. So he calls Dane, so Varys, of course, I hate him. He calls Dane in to basically like see her memories again. So at this point, I think Dane was just playing the part. I don't really think it's like he had no intentions of betraying Violet, put it like that. So y'all, it's gotten so good, and I'm trying not to spoil the book because I just want to talk about it, but it's gotten so good. And like I said before, anytime you're reading books and you're looking at good reviews, it's just best to sometimes just read the book yourself, because a lot of people will kind of dictate whether or not like you should read this or read that or whatever. So I have seen some like not so good reviews for Iron Flame. I've seen some, I've read some, and I was like, well, I read the first one, I think I want to read the second one. So far this is a 5-star read for me, like already, like it just is. And I think the reason why it's also a 5-star is because I'm listening to the graphic audio version, which is making it a lot more emotional, a lot more graphic, a lot more vivid, a lot more emotional, strong. It's just bringing like, oh my gosh, like movie vibes. So I'm gonna start part 2, which is chapters 37. Yes, chapters 37. And when you're listening to it, it doesn't tell you like chapter 37. It just goes straight through. Like, so it's kind of like, if you're not paying attention, you will not even know like what page you're on. So now with the graphic audio version, it does skip some sentences, some phrases that are kind of like irrelevant, because it's almost like it's happening like in first person, if you know what I mean. So they kind of like skip some things. So you'll be reading, and then you're like, it'll completely skip that whole paragraph. And you're like, what? So you have to be careful of that. So that's why I read really fast anyway. So of course I'm reading the book, and then anytime they skip something, I still read it, and then I just pretty much catch up to where it is. So that's one thing about graphic audio version that's kind of like a con, because it doesn't follow the physical book at all. So you kind of have to like really keep up with the graphic audio version. So, but if you're reading it slow, it should be no problem. But I read at a 1.75 because my brain actually reads faster than a 1.75. My brain probably reads at like a 2.3, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm gonna just like jump back into reading. So y'all, I am so proud of myself. I am on page 400 of Iron Flame. Y'all, it's so good. So it has kind of actually slowed down a little bit as Violet and Zayden, they're trying to like work this plan as they try to work like this plan they're trying to work. So I don't want to spoil the book just in case someone wants to go get it, but it's so good. And I know a lot of people probably like, Iron Flame was not good. Well, it's good to me. Okay, but anyway, so as y'all can see, It's raining. My son wastes water on my shoes, my sandals. These are the only sandals that I have. And then the sandals that I have, it's like the foundation of the, or material of the sandal is like fabric. So like he wastes the water, y'all, and then wastes water all over my sandals. And I'm like, dude, like my shoes are fabric. So anyway, so I have on wet sandals. But I want to get some lip gloss from Ulta. I think it's by Shea Moisture, and I got it like a year ago. That lip gloss lasted me for a long time. It wasn't like too thick, but it was kind of thick. And I want to actually go in here and see if they actually have it before I order it on Amazon, because y'all already know I like instant gratification. I mean, we all do at some point. So I really want to see if they actually have it in there. So I'm going to I'm not running because I don't do that. But I'm just going to go in there and see if they actually have it. Ooh. Forgot how. Ooh. Hurry up. Anything about this stuff. I just know they had some lip gloss I liked. Oh no, $39, absolutely not. Okay, so I'm back in the car. I didn't find what I was looking for, and y'all, I swear I'm like undiagnosed neurodivergent, but I had to get out of there because it was like 15 million cents like hitting me at one time, and I've never told anyone this. So if y'all don't know, I don't even wear perfume. The only thing that I can literally withstand is like things like peppermint, tea tree, lavender, eucalyptus, spearmint. Like those are the only smells or scents I can literally like tolerate. Y'all, my head is already hurting. And then I couldn't find anyone to help me get what I needed to get. I didn't see, everyone was like, it was like 40 people in line, and I think everyone was like ringing people up. I don't even know. So I was like, well, I can't find what I'm looking for. I'm about to go, because I don't do that walk around till, no, if I can't find anyone to help me, because it's already congested. It's like tons of people in Ulta. Woo, y'all. So I think I'm just gonna either order from Amazon or go to the beauty supply store and just get that little $2 little tube of lip gloss. I mean, I really wanted that Shea Moisture lip gloss, but I couldn't find anyone to help me, so I left. So I actually think I'm going to get me a matcha green tea, because I haven't had one in like 2 days. And then I'm going to I don't know, maybe I'll stop by the bookstore. I'm probably not gonna, I'm for real this time, y'all, I'm probably not gonna get anything. If I do get something, it'll probably be like one book, because I think I do want what is it, Onyx Storm. I do think I want to get that, but I think I want to get the paperback. I don't want the hardcover, because I don't really like hardcovers. I like my books floppy. So I'm gonna go get a matcha tea, and then I'm probably going to just go to Books A Million and then come back, because I told my son I was only gonna be gone for like an hour. I hate this location because they have this weird looking driveway.
Thank you for choosing Starbucks. What can I get yourself for today?
Can I get a matcha green tea frappe with almond milk, no whipped cream, a venti?
Matcha green tea frappe, venti size, and what else, ma'am?
With almond milk, no whipped cream.
Almond milk, no whip. Yes, ma'am. Anything else on there?
And that's it.
It's gonna be 11:56 at the window. You can pull forward, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Take my son a snacky snack. Because if I come back with the matcha green tea, he's gonna be like, why you didn't get me anything? So to minimize that, y'all know kids are crumb snatchers. So to minimize that, I'm definitely just gonna take him back a lemon loaf, because he's allergic. I mean, my son's allergic to all types of stuff. Like, he could eat something and he breaks out in hives. But so I'm gonna bring him something back, because earlier we went to Walmart and I picked him up some fruit. So majority of the time he knows that I'm like really want him to be healthy because of all the things I've gone through with like my weight and stuff from like childhood, whatever. So when I buy food and things for him, he knows that he has to have like fresh fruits, vegetables, and things like that, because my son loves starches. So I may reward him like once or twice a week with like a small snack. And I know it sounds weird, but he hasn't grown up like eating junk food and fast food and things like that. Like, he knows that I rarely like allow him to eat like cookies and chips and snacks and all that kind of stuff, because of all the things that I know that I went through when I was his age with my weight. So but yeah, so I'm gonna get my green tea, and this is actually probably going to be my last one, to be honest with y'all, because I usually, like, if y'all go to my journaling videos, like if y'all go to like, I'm trying to figure out which video it was. It's a video on my other channel, my journaling channel. I think it was like my June TBR or something like that. If y'all look at my face from June till now, y'all see a really big difference. Because I have basically, between the middle of June and now, I have not been to the gym. So within like what, the last 6 weeks, and I usually go to the gym like every day. Even though even though it seemed like I wasn't losing weight, when I look at the videos from June and then look at the videos that I've made, and now that we're in August, I'm like, oh, I was losing weight. Even though it seemed slow, I definitely was losing weight and didn't even know it, because my face is so much fatter. And yeah, but anyway, they need to hurry up. So if y'all could see on my page, y'all gonna be like, that girl's so impatient. I am. Like, that's why I left Ulta. I was like, I don't have time for this. Y'all don't even have people out here helping. I don't see anyone. And then it's like 40 people in line. I don't do that. That line stuff. Oh no. The only line I'll stand in is for books. That's it. Oh, let me make sure my windshield wipers off, because that is rude to have your windshield wipers on through the driveway.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Oh. Okay. Oh, thank you.
So it's gonna be 11:56, ma'am. ma'am. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Yo, he got to be like 18 years old. Cause this boy done, like, he gave me my food. Like, he literally just gave me all my stuff without me paying first. It's like, are you crazy? I could, if I was dishonest and had no integrity, I really could have just ran off without paying. Like, I've never seen that happen before, ever. Like, he literally just was like, oh, here you go, almost if it was like a pay it forward or something. Y'all, I literally said no whipped cream. Now, I know y'all heard me. Look, no whip. And they put whipped cream on it. Okay. Wow. I said no whipped cream because number one, dairy breaks my lips out. Number two, I hate cups like this because if it tilts over, the stuff can tilt out versus like a closed lid. So I'm gonna have to end up scraping that whipped cream off because I can't. Oh goodness. And then I just took it because I didn't want to make a big deal out of it at all. But anyway, we're about to get happy right now because we're gonna go into Books A Million. I'm only going to be in there like 20 minutes. I'm not about to be in there long because today is supposed to be a day of like relaxation, and then it's what week it is, and then it's pay week. So it's pay week, but this particular check that I just got paid, like this check is literally, it gets completely exhausted by like my car note. That Tesla's so ugly. Ugh, them little Back to the Future looking Lego cars. But yeah, like this particular check is my check where like my car note comes out, my car insurance, my health insurance, cell phone bill. It's like all my bills comes out of like this one particular check, which I absolutely hate it. So yeah. So y'all, please tell me why I tried to take the top off and pour the just messed up my leggings. So I just literally like waste. I hope it's not on my seat because it literally wastes on my leggings trying to get the cream off. But anyway, we're going into Books A Million. Hi. Oh, this is pretty. These are so pretty.
Yeah, it's like from one of the first.
I've been seeing this book everywhere. Ooh, I want to read this. Not in hardcover. I have this book. I bought this book for $4. They always. Okay, so there's iron foil and paperback. See, I want this in paperback. Oh gosh. Like, does this even come in paperback? See, it's $30. Mm-hmm. I want to read this too. I've been seeing this a lot. But the covers are like amazing. Finally, they have this in here. We don't talk about Carol. Never seen this in here before. That's the book I was looking for last time. They've gotten some new books. Never saw this before. I might get this. I finally got this in here. Finally, after I have all of them. It's cheaper on Amazon. I've been seeing this. I really want to get this. I think it's cheaper on Amazon. Yes, it is $30 a year. $16 on Amazon. Do I really want to pay $19 for this? I don't know. Quicksilver. I just downloaded the audiobook to this. It's $21. I think it's cheaper on Amazon. Okay, so I am done with Books A Million. So I am literally done with Books A Million. So I did ended up getting 3 books, and the only reason why now, y'all, the only reason why I ended up getting 3 books was because they had, like, I don't know, they had like some type of sale going on. I had no idea, but I ended up finding one book that was, I'm trying to get it. I ended up finding one book that was on clearance by Linda Jackson called Close to Home. And if you don't know anything about Lisa Jackson, she writes thrillers. So pretty much her books is like in that thriller mystery genre. So I absolutely love her books. And if you've ever heard of Chevy Stevens, like if you've read anything by Chevy Stevens, then you would definitely love Lisa Jackson, because her writing style is very similar to Chevy Stevens. So I love that. And of course, y'all only know I only paid $5 for it. So I paid $5 for that. And then this book right here. So I have been trying to get into like some romantasy, some fantasy books lately. I really do love the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros. So I'm really into that. It's very hard for me to get into other genres other than like thriller genres, because I don't know, it just, my mind has to stay busy. Like my mind has to like really be entertained. So it's very hard for me to read books with little to no action. But I actually, so Libro FM was like, what day was that? It was kind of like National Book Day or something like that about 2 weeks ago. So I signed up for Libro FM, and then they had like a whole page of like audiobooks that you could download for free. And Shield of Sparrows was on there. And I had saw this on Goodreads, and I was like, ooh, that looks really, really good. So I added it to my want to read shelf. And then it's been sitting in my Amazon cart for about 2 weeks. So I decided, since I did download the audiobook for free from Libro FM, I decided to go ahead and pick up the book from Books A Million, and it was actually 50% off. So it was only, I think, $16.49. And then of course, y'all know, I went to Amazon. I was like, let me make sure, because I think the price was very comparable for the hardcover. So on Amazon, it was the same exact price. And y'all know Amazon, that's not even a sale. That's just how much Amazon sells it for, because that's the real price. So I'm going to be excited to be reading this. So I think this is between like romantasy, it may be like some mystery suspense along with that. Okay, so now y'all already know I picked up Onyx Storm. So for people who are like, oh my gosh, I did not like the Empyrean series, well, I'm loving Iron Flame. I'm like eating up Iron Flame. Like I absolutely love it. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go ahead, and if I can find the dramatization version on Libby, I'm probably going to go ahead and request the whole on Libby, as well as Hoopla, see if they have it. And this was also on sale. Ooh, I should look at those. So this was also on sale. Y'all, I don't even think this comes in paperback, but this was on sale for 50% off. So I only paid $15 for this. So for all three of these books, I paid $35. It was $42. And then with my membership, you get 25% off, even if it's on sale. So I ended up paying $35, including tax. Yeah, but anyway, so I am actually going to end the video here, because I think the video has gotten like super long. I am going to stop at 400 pages of Iron Flame and just pick back up tomorrow, because I actually have to do some editing videos for this channel and for my journaling channel. So if you want to see some journaling content, you can come over to Eliza Journals. I will link that page below in the description, and you can just come over there and see me yapping about planners and decorating journals and things like that. But if you like today's video, put a book emoji in the comments. And if you have not subscribed to my channel and you got to the end and you kind of like my content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So with that being said, have a great weekend, and I will literally see you next week for another weekly bookish vlog.